Welcome to Tito's World. Today I'm talking about a television show that I have rather fond memories of. It lasted one season, it had 14 episodes, and it starred Ron Harper and James Naughton as the two astronauts. And it had Mark Leonard as the main protagonist, General Urko, and Roddy McDowall, who was not playing Cornelius or Caesar as he did in the films, but another character named Galen, which seemed like a carbon copy of Cornelius. Just as Mark Leonard played General Urko, who was a carbon copy of both General Aldo and General Ursus from the films. But in the television adaptation, uh, they had different names and slightly different roles, but pretty much the same thing as the television series. I mean the movie series. Anyway, you know how you often will go back in time. You'll be remembering remembering television shows from say the 70s or 80s, and then you'll get an occasion to go back and watch them, maybe on YouTube or wherever you might find an episode, and you'll think, why did I like that so much? I didn't have that feeling with this series. Usually I do. For example, Rockford Files. I used to love the Rockford Files, but I'd go back recently and saw an episode of that and thought, why did I like this? It was really dated. It was not really. I mean, there was no budget to it, and I don't know. It didn't do anything for me today. But back then, I thought it was great. The same thing with the original Battlestar Galactica. I used to love that show, and I would tell people how good it was when they started talking about the new one. But I recently went back and watched it, and I was embarrassed. Well, I guess that's things age, and sometimes they don't age well. But Planet of the Apes, in my opinion, aged quite well. It doesn't really look like it had a low budget, although I'm certain that it did. And it doesn't look dated. It actually looks pretty good, especially considered it was done in 1974. I really enjoyed it. I found three episodes, and there may be more. I was only able to find three at Daily Motion. And when I stumbled on the first one, I thought, well, I used to love that show, and I just really, out of nostalgia, I wanted to watch this again. And so I did, and then I ended up watching three episodes of it. And that's all there was that I could find. Um, I think it's a really good show. I would recommend anybody who's interested in Planet of the Apes to go back and watch this show. You might be able to find it somewhere on the internet. I know you can find a couple episodes at Daily Motion. If you really, really want to see the whole series, you can buy a DVD at Amazon, and I don't think it's really very expensive, and I think it comes on one disc. So you might want to check that out. Like I said, there was 14 episodes, ran from September 1974 to December 1974. I don't know why they didn't make more, but I wish they did, because I really, 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 I can't say really enough, like this show. So go ahead and if you're of a mind to, check this out. And that's all I'm going to say for this today. Take care, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye now. Be good to each other.